Enosh here, and I am very happy to finally be able to do this video. We're talking today about Legends of Tomorrow, the 4th episode in the 4-episode crossover event for DC on the CW. Now, sorry I didn't get to this sooner, but my band, Waking Vegas, which you can find some of our music here on the channel, did like 3 shows this weekend, and but they were all for good causes, for different charities and whatnot. And you know, Christmas time is coming and everything, so I didn't get a chance really to do a video, but today I'm doing it finally, and I am excited to finally talk about this, and I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. Some of you have already commented on other videos, different various things that were in the final episode, so today I want to talk about it. Okay, so right off the bat, out of the 4 episodes that we got to see, this was definitely number 2. I gotta say The Flash was number 1, for sure, but this one was number 2. The Arrow episode for me, I said it before in that review, it was a lot about the Arrow, and I didn't really have a problem with it, but somebody pointed out, it kind of followed along kind of that Black Mercy you know, storyline where it kind of showed them, you know, what they dream of and wish they could have. So it was fine. And the Supergirl episode, yeah, that was just what it was. I like Supergirl. I liked the episode, but it really had nothing to do with this 4-episode event crossover thing. So it is what it is. But let's talk about Legends of Tomorrow. First of all, well, again, everything was really kind of convenient in a lot of ways, but that's okay. Hey, it is what it is. So this is what I give it. Visually, the whole crossover event looked great. The special effects that came out in this thing were really done well. You know, especially for television, especially some of the things that they have to do and have to show. I thought it was really great. So visually, it was great. As far as some of the in jokes and things like that, oh man, come on, let's talk about that for a second. First of all, one of my favorites. Now, I've been very vocal about as a Superman fan, I am not excited about Superman Returns, but I like Brandon Routh as the Atom. I think he does a great job on that, on Legends of Tomorrow. But it was super cool, no pun intended, when he says at the end, when he looks over at her and says, yeah, you know, she looks a lot like my cousin. And then you kind of have that fourth wall break where they kind of look at each other. It's a knowing look, and it's real tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. And I really like that. I love stuff like that, and I love that they made some kind of reference to the fact that, you know, it's Supergirl and he was Superman. I like that. Let's see. Oh, okay. So there was a couple of Marvel digs in this, and I'm wondering if you caught them like I did, because I haven't seen anybody talk about this. One, so I'll admit, first of all, I'm not caught up on Legends of Tomorrow. I have a ton of it on my DVR that I have to catch up with, so I'm not really familiar with right now where they're at and really who the main guy is now. But that outfit looked like Captain America. I mean, totally looked like Captain America. And with what's his name talking about how, you know, he looked like a star-spangled nerd or something like that, or whatever. That was great. I like that. Hey, I like Captain America. I like Marvel too, but I am a DC guy through and through. And for that little line, I thought it was awesome. Now, the end was it was a blatant little dig against Marvel, and that is when Supergirl, Kara, tells everybody, "You truly are the world's mightiest heroes." That was awesome. That was really great, and it was just the visuals. We got some iconic visuals in this 4-part thing. You know, of seeing all the heroes together, you know, uniting, getting ready to fight. The pseudo Hall of Justice was awesome. It was great to see that. Yeah, so I really like that. So some of those things, man, A+ for sure. The one thing I thought sorely lacked in this whole crossover was the writing, the story. I mean, there were some things that were really, really awesome and done really, really well, and then there were some things that just fell flat. And one of the things that I thought fell flat was the whole idea of the aliens to begin with. In the end, it really made no sense. And I was talking to my wife about this, because the alien that they capture or that they save back in time, when they go back in time. You know, he's talking to them and in the future, you know, and he's going to spare them or whatever. But the reasoning they give for the aliens coming is that the aliens saw that metahumans were starting to manifest on our planet. So they came to do reconnaissance work. And then their biggest concern was that a metahuman could become evil, and that would threaten them. But here's my question about that. Two things. One, you're going to kill off everybody? For what? I mean, you're going to come to a planet and basically extinguish everybody because you're afraid that a metahuman might become evil and somehow threaten you. Where are you? You're not on Earth. According to this, we didn't even know aliens existed, didn't know anything about these aliens. So why would a metahuman on Earth all of a sudden just pop up and go, well, I'm going to go after those alien guys, those dominators? That really just didn't make any sense to me, because you came to Earth and revealed yourself. So now, yeah, you should probably worry about somebody coming after you. But if you threaten the entire population of the planet, the good metahumans and the good people, I mean, just the army and everybody, that's what happened. They're going to have a problem with that. So really, you end up being the bad guy, trying to act like you're the good guy. That really just didn't make any sense. But I think that you got to look at that in the context of, you probably had 4 different teams trying to write, or at least 3 different teams. Supergirl really didn't write anything about it, but you had probably 3 to 4 writing teams trying to do this crossover episode, try to make it all make sense. And in the end, I just felt like it was pretty weak. It was pretty weak. It was not what I can't say that it was everything that I hoped for in this crossover, but I can't say it was absolutely horrible either. I thought it was really good in a lot of aspects. So I'd kind of give it a C. Some parts were definitely an A, and then, like I said, the story just kind of fell flat for me and didn't really work. But man, it was cool to see. And I did like that they gave Supergirl, you knew something had to happen. Now, I know I did a video saying that she would, officially become part of the Arrowverse, and that it would somehow, she'd be a part of that now and somehow blend it all. So I still think eventually we're going to get that. You heard the line, oh, we need a Supergirl here. And she says, oh, we need an Oliver Queen where I come from. So, eventually, I think they may get there and actually blend the universes. But until then, she has a device that helps her get back and forth between. And so I think that that's a great plot device. Also, I'm so glad that, and this was actually satisfying, was the way that Cisco got over his anger at Barry. As I stated before, that was starting to get on my nerves. That was starting to bother me because it just dragged on and on and on and on, and it was this bad attitude. And I get it, but it was nice to see that Cisco, they go back in time, they try to fix something, and oh, you know what, that ends up causing more problems than it solves. And so that was good to see that he actually got to see it firsthand what happens, that you're not trying to mess things up, but you do. Will this all somehow get fixed? This whole Flashpoint thing. I think that eventually, I mean, either they're going to kind of retcon everything where it just kind of ends up being okay, and fixing all the problems so that they can move forward, or you know what, it could go back. So we will see. So that's kind of my take on the whole thing. I really liked the Legends of Tomorrow episode. I thought it was done well. I thought it was a good close and an ending to everything. The one part I gotta admit I did not like was I didn't like Oliver's treatment of Supergirl. I thought that I sat there thinking, like, man, if that was Superman, I don't think Superman would have just sat back and taken that from Oliver Queen. I thought that was a very kind of misogynistic kind of guy thing to do, and I understand the character and everything like that, but you know, kind of putting Supergirl in her place, kind of telling her, you know, we're not going to have you. Yeah, yes, he apologized after, and I was really glad to see that, because if they had not gotten to that, I would have had a problem. Because, I mean, it's Supergirl. It's your best asset. How stubborn or whatever do you have to be to not use your best asset in a fight like that? I don't understand that, but it is what it is. Hey, everybody seems to be happy now, moving forward, working together, and I think we'll see good things. You know, the mid-season finales are coming soon, and we shall see where we go from there when the shows start back up in January, February, whatever. And I'm going to be doing some mid-season reviews for Supergirl and The Flash, definitely, and hopefully I get caught up on Legends of Tomorrow, but I'm not going to promise that one, okay? But I'm also going to do, I know I haven't been doing reviews of Gotham, but there's some interesting things happening on Gotham as well, so I think I may do a mid-season review of that show as well. We'll see, okay? But thank you so much for watching, sticking around with me. I appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't subscribed already, why don't you do that, just to know when I do put out videos. And you know, this is all about just talking, man. It's just about us fans loving the things that we love like this and being able to have a conversation. I really try to answer people when they comment in the comment section. So hey, why don't you leave me a comment, leave me your thoughts, because I'd really like to hear what other people thought of this crossover event. Okay, until next time, I'm Enosh, and that's about it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.